Y'all saw that?
It was a perfect bite.
You saw that?
I like to hear that sound. Hey y'all, welcome in. Chef Mama here with A Pinch of Bliss TV. Now look, before we get started, I need you to like and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell so you know when we post a video. So today we are going to do, it's a special request. One of my babies, Anointed Child 76, she said, Mama, you know I don't like to eat nobody asparagus but yours. You got to teach me how to cook it. So you know what? Say less. We are going to learn how to cook Chef Mama Bliss's asparagus today. All right, let's get started. So let me run through what we have. Of course, I like a little color and everything. So I'm going to do some blistered tomatoes. And I love Wild Wonders. That's one of my favorite packages because they're always fresh. And then they have a lot of different color in here. So I can just pick out what I want to make sure that my dish is beautiful. Okay. And then I have about a pound, maybe a half pound. This is about a pound of asparagus. I always get the thick ones because you got to think about one thing. When you cook asparagus, if you go too far, they're going to look like limp shoestrings. So you can't overcook them. So I always like to try to find the thick ones. These are the best ones with the stalk that thick. Even though you're going to cut off that wooded part, but if they thin at the bottom, man, you're doomed. Okay? So then I have, everything's better with butter. I have 3 tablespoons of butter, and it is salted butter. I have a Pinch of Bliss Veggie Booster. This is one of our top sellers. Let me just put in a little shameless plug. Okay? You need this in all your vegetables. You hear me? This is the best thing since sliced bread.
You can go to www.apinchofblissinc.com to order yours today.
Today. Absolutely. And then last but not least, I have a little bit of granulated garlic powder and onion powder. And of course, the Veggie Booster has it in there, but my family likes a lot of onion powder and garlic powder. Of course, we sell it to the public, so we have to keep everything mild over there. But I'm going to add extra to ours here. All right? So now that we've ran through our products, what we're going to have, our ingredients, let's get started. Do you need a minute to go get yours? Do you have some asparagus you want to cook with me? Go ahead and get yourself together, baby. I'm going to put my gloves on, all right? Now listen, some of y'all wear gloves at home and some of y'all don't, and it's okay. This is a ready-to-eat food. Let me tell you why. If it's not raw, if you can actually eat it as is, it's ready to eat. And the health department wants you to make sure that you are gloved when you are prepping ready to eat food. Now, of course, you at home, you cooking for your family, that's fine. Wash your hands very thoroughly and well. Hot, soapy water, okay? But I choose to do gloves even when I'm cooking for my family. It's a habit and it's a professional habit. Okay, we're gonna get a little heat going on our skillet and let that come up to temp. I'm gonna start off at medium high because this is quick and painless, honey. First, I'm gonna fabricate my asparagus. Now, I do cheat a little bit. I leave them in the rubber band and cut them, and then I take my trash off, okay? Don't tell nobody. And the easiest thing to do, you see where this color, like this little ombre color right here, this wooded part, that's your marker where you want to cut. You want to get rid of that part there. You keep it if you want to, you won't be able to eat it. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and I'm going to give it a thorough rinse. And depending on where you shop at, it's had a good rinse, but people been touching them, so you need to wash it again, okay? Because the people be touching the stuff, honey. You hear me? All right.
Did you hear about that guy who went into Walmart and sprayed a whole can of Raid all over the bananas at Walmart? Disgusting.
I did not. I did not. And I wish I would have seen them doing it, baby. It would have been on and popping. You hear me? Oh, that thing ain't playing. It's hello. So I'm going to add my butter to the skillet first, y'all. And like I said, butter makes everything better. We're going to get that in there and let that melt down some. Now, while I'm doing this, y'all see this pretty apron I got on? There's a lady named Linda Tussin, and she owns a company that's called Angel Hands Decor and More.
We love you, Sister Linda.
Honey, get into this apron. And it's the right size. It's covering me correctly.
She actually made one for every girl in our family, including Gigi.
Yeah, including G. Yes. G didn't get a chance to wear hers, but we had it.
We gonna rock it.
Absolutely. Okay, I got my butter melting down there, you guys. And I'm going to give it a minute and let the temp come up a little bit more. But I like that. So while I'm waiting for my butter to melt a little more and that temp to come up, I'm going to wash me some of the Wild Wonders. And I'm going to get me a few of my favorite colors out of here. Because people would eat with their eyes what? First. A lot of people, they cook mediocre, but their food be so beautiful, the people want it. We want to do both, okay? Because we do flavor over here. I like the darker ones. Of course, I got to get orange, yellow, and this one. Oh, that one looks really good. So I'm just going to cut a few of those, you guys. And although a lot of packages that you see, it will say washed and ready to eat. Okay, that may be true. But you want to always make sure that you go back over it.
Trust,
but verify. Yes, that's my thing. Trust but verify. So I like to give these a little slice there. I use my butter bowl. Put them in there. Sometimes I slice them at a little angle. Sometimes I just slice them in half. It depends on how fancy I'm trying to be, okay? Make sure you watch them digits while you cutting. All right, we got those cut. Let's see what's going on over here. And you know what? That's doing pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in there and then get them seasoned up. And then I may put a top over them for a little bit. So let's go ahead and add them in. Oh, you hear that little sizzle? Is that a little sizzle? We like sizzle. All right, we got that going. Now we halfway home now, y'all. This is only going to take probably about 5 minutes because you want to leave some integrity on the vegetable. Have just a little bit of crunch. Now, where I'm from, my mom, she like her vegetables dead. And what I mean by that, she want them to melt in your mouth. But when you have most vegetables, it's cruciferous vegetables, carrots, any kind of veggie that you cook until they melt in your mouth, you have gotten rid of over half of the nutrition. So just be considerate or remember those things, especially if you're cooking for other people. You need to know that you want to leave some kind of integrity in the vegetable, okay? So we're going to put a little bit of our garlic powder and onion powder. I said a little bit, but we're going to put a good amount. Okay? And then we're going to put the Magic, which is the collard green booster. And it's low sodium, so you add to taste, right? And so we're gonna let this simmer a little bit here and get all of that seasoning incorporated. That's gonna be so good, y'all. Ooh, that smells amazing already. And it just got to popping out. And I'm gonna add probably like 2 tablespoons of water in there just to help it out just a little bit. We'll start there. And I'm gonna cover it up for a little bit. Okay, now while we're waiting on that, I want to tell you guys there are a few series and interviews on our channel. When time permits, take your time and go back and not only watch this video and like it, but go back and watch some of the other episodes. They are amazing and they are filled with amazing information if you're in the hospitality business. And also a lot of the information is relevant to other genres of your career. So it's a lot of stuff that you can use. And plus, we would love your support. So we want you to be part of our family, okay? And just in case y'all don't know, purple is my favorite color. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our tomatoes, and we want those to come to a blister. And I'm gonna bring the temp down just a little bit to probably between low and medium, okay? Give this a check. Let's give it a check, guys, and see where we are. Oh yeah, that looks so amazing. And I added 3 more tablespoons of water, guys, just to give it a little more opportunity for my seasonings to kind of marry in, okay? Because I put a lot of garlic and onion powder in there. So I am going to turn this off, because these are done. You know, you can eat these the way they are. I was gonna say eat them raw, but you're really not eating them raw, because you can eat them on a salad as they are. Guys, let's plate. Oh, they are perfect. I am highly satisfied with the texture, the way that they look. And let me tell you guys a secret about your green vegetables. Chef Derwin Jackson, one of my mentors and chef instructors at the culinary college that Brittany and I attended, he told me to put a pinch, a very light pinch of nutmeg on my green vegetables. Green beans, asparagus. And so Anointed Child 76, she said, Mama, your asparagus tastes so good. I don't know what it is. The secret is a pinch of nutmeg. And you know, nutmeg is very strong. So you have to be really careful about using it. But if you just put some in your hand and do a sprinkle over your veggies, it will change your life. Absolutely amazing. Clean your plate before you present it, y'all. That looks amazing. right, there you have it. Isn't that beautiful? Now, Chef Brittany, go ahead and grab one and do the taste test.
All right. I'm going to taste this, y'all.
You're going in.
Let's see. It smells good. Y'all saw that?
It was a perfect bite.
You saw that?
Mm-hmm. I like to hear that sound. What you think, baby?
Now
girl?
look. You know, when asparagus is done right, you ain't got to do a whole lot of chewing. It's perfect. It's perfect. Beautiful. It's delicious, y'all. Perfect addition to your chicken and rice, to your mashed potatoes and gravy steak, whatever you decide.
And even if you're not, if you're going meatless, this is a good veggie, and you could put this over some quinoa, couscous. What's the type of that rice that you really love? Basmati, all of that. All right, guys, this concludes my asparagus tutorial. And just remember, you know, you can always add your own flavors and make it your own. But the pro tip is that nutmeg, a little pinch of that. And if you really want it to be fire, if you really want it to be fire, www.apinchofblissinc.com. Order your seasoning today. It won't disappoint. All right? And remember one more thing, guys. We do flavor over here. All right?